Hello, everyone, and welcome to our conversation on a plethora of knowledge around a plethora of knowledge specifically associated to the youth who are literally the most unintelligent, uninquisitive, know-it-all generation who have nothing to offer, who follow like the Pied Piper is Kamala, and they want to live a free life of their version of peace and harmony, but only for them, while they yell out that their democracy is at risk, while that's called communism. So, for example, Charlie Kirk, of course, is brave soul that he is, goes to college campuses and invites these little brats that are your children, and you know they're brats, admit it, to go onto a platform of a microphone to get free publicity and have the worst attitude of unprofessional behavior in existence. So unprofessional. Well, Donald Trump, you think he's a good businessman? Yeah. Well, he had 10 businesses that closed and went bankrupt. Well, you're a college student and you don't understand business, and you're living in pie in the sky of what you think business is based off what influencers are showing you because you follow Kay and Tay and Bella Dolan, and your idea of business is to be like a Monavand so that our country falls to its knees so that you can look cool on a microphone. Did you consider that the reason he was put into bankruptcy is to save the business? Because the government was Democrat, such as Bill Clinton, and there were forces like yourself called tyranny, traitors to the country, trying to lose American jobs, which is what we've seen with Monavand. That tyranny is happening all around you and you're involved in it, you're part of it. And that was the reason why he filed for bankruptcy. Example would be the investigative work that I've personally done with the Taj Mahal, or the building of the ice skating rink, or the buildings that were being built in I believe it was the 70s, Donald Trump. Could have been Trump Tower and what he had to go through to get that built. Because that's actually how the Democratic government works. And so all these little shits are really doing is diminishing America so that the Middle East and China can step into our country and overthrow your version of democracy. But that'll happen another 8 or 9 years from now. So they're looking for the quick fix of their pain of what their mommy and daddy supposedly put on them, but that was actually coming off the people at your school or your own insecurities around posting online, which all stems from Kardashians who you literally bow to their buttholes and lick them because you were like, oh my God, they're famous. So you, little girl, don't understand what law and order means. And you're a bully, and you attempt to bulldoze, but you're not very good at it. Then we want to bring attention to the fact that these mothers are showing what they're putting on these kids. So when we go back and I educate these kids on what their moms and dads did to them, we can pull up the video and I can show you the behavior that causes them to do the things that they do that hinders their process from feeling peace and calm. So for example, we won't use anyone in particular, but you do this thing that is not good for your business because you're in defense mode. And you do it on a regular basis, and it's a blind spot for you. But let me show you in this video where you can recognize it in yourself as a kid. And then you can see how it is how you're rearing its ugly head up in your life. And then we can get you to recognize it and accept that that blind spot is something that you'll recognize. And when it does happen, you'll get a little sense of a breakthrough, but then your next breakthrough becomes your next breakdown, which is why we always stay in humility. Because when you don't stay in humility, you end up like Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton or Mona Vand. While you brag and you deteriorate other people's lives so that you can sit on a pedestal and act like you're entertaining. However, none of you are entertaining. None of you are entertaining. K and Tay, that shit you do is not entertaining. And you are going to be so fucking humiliated when the world wakes up to what you've done to Ellie. And that goes for all parents. Everybody out there who has content. Whether it's just you talking your ass off, who has no educational background, you have no scientific studies around anything that you've done, and you've tried to guide your audience into purchasing what? Socks? You're going to say to yourself, holy shit, I'm fucking humiliated. And there's going to be no PR that's going to be able to correct what you've done, Eva Longoria, because you are your PR. And people are not going to put up with your narcissistic schizophrenia from wanting to go back into television for desperate housewives, reminding those of you from the 2000s or the 90s that Eva Longoria was the evil one on the show, and that's actually who she is in real life. You can even hear how alcohol has broken down her vocal cords. Parker is the last name. Her ex-husband, a sore spot in her emotional belt of narcissism. So while you all run around like wild animals, and Law and Order is not in play because, well, it kind of is getting better into play because Joe Biden is pretty much not president anymore, and Donald Trump's already taking action with the crew. We're just really, I'm assuming that you're trying to do more effort to get the uncovering quickly done before the inauguration. For the collapse of the democratic system. The collapse. Which would be all of you who are yelling out joy. Joy is pretty much this. Go experience some joy. That's pretty fucked up when a rich person will sit across from a group of people who are mentally challenged and they all turn around joy into being aggressive abusers. We're talking about Kamala Harris, folks. Your vice president. Not the Republicans' vice president. No, the Democrats' vice president. Because that bitch literally laid out everything that Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Obama, and all of these motherfuckers in the Democratic Party with the help of AOC and Schumer and Pelosi, all of which what they were trying to do to your existence of taking you from a peaceful existence into an anxiety-driven existence where only the celebrities and the elite influencers get on yachts and jets, and then wave carrots in your face to where you'll never feel anything more than depleted existence. Not real sure who's still waiting for more answers. I mean, it's pretty clear. It's pretty freaking clear what these people are up to. Aren't you glad that I made these videos?